tutorial here, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to toe drag. So first of all, I'd just like to show you what a toe drag is. So what you're going to be doing is using the toe of the stick to pull the puck in towards you. Now the reason you might want to learn this and develop this technique or skill is that it adds a whole new direction and dimension to your stick handling, overall making you a much better stick handler. So once you learn and develop the toe drag, you'll not only be able to go from side to side with the puck, but also back and forth, which is really great, and also from the side like this. Not only just going side and side, you'll also be able to go back and forth and side to side that way. As we said, that adds a lot more dimensions and directions to your stick handling, making you able to control the puck from any direction around you, which is what you want. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So just taking a quick look at some of the things that I like to use from home or when I'm off the ice and I want to practice my toe drags. I use one of these hockey shooting pads, and I also like to use the green Biscuit puck. If you want to find out more about these two pieces of equipment, we have reviews of them at hockeytutorial.com, and we also have a link in the video description where you guys can go and pick some up. So what I'm going to be showing you over here is a scenario where the toe drag would be your best option to get the puck away from the opposition. So what we have over here is these three street pucks, and a standard puck over here representing your opposition player standing in this kind of a form. And your job is to try and get the green Biscuit puck around them safely. So you have two options. You can either try and move the puck underneath their stick or between their skates, which, as I'm sure you know, is very tricky and doesn't always work. Or you can try the second option, which is using a toe drag to protect the puck, move it away from the opposition, and leave it in your control, giving you space to break away from them. So what we're going to be doing is putting the puck towards us, scooping it around, and pushing it away, allowing us to break off in that direction, leaving the opposition over there. So again, what we're going to be doing is putting the puck in with a toe drag towards us, pushing it forward, and breaking away from the opposition. I'm going to be showing you how to perform this with the toe drag, and slowly practice the toe drag from home and develop it for you. So one of the first parts of learning the toe drag is to understand what hand is doing what. So in my case, my left hand, or my top hand over here, is going to be doing the most work for the toe drag, which is the rolling action. I'm going to be rolling my wrist over. As you can see, that rolls the blade of the stick over, and that's what cups the puck. As you can see there, quick demonstration, rolls over, catches the puck, and that's what I'm going to be using to pull the puck back. So as we said, your top hand is going to be rolling the wrist over to roll the blade of the stick over to cup the puck. And at this point, your bottom hand, or in my case, my right hand, isn't going to be doing a lot of work except just supporting the stick in the right position. It's not going to be rolling over with it. As you can see there, it's not going to be doing that. If you just watch over here, you can see that my right hand remains relatively still. So as I roll it over, pretty much stays in the exact same position. Top hand does all the work, bottom hand does nothing. One more time, rolls over. So as we said, what you need to practice is rolling the wrist over of the top hand over here, in my case my left hand. I'm going to be rolling the top hand over, which allows the blade of the stick to roll over, and that's what you want to use to cup the puck. You need to make sure that you roll the blade of the stick over and the toe comes into contact with the puck at the center of the toe of the stick. You don't want it to be coming in contact over there, because you'll pull it back and you'll lose the puck. So you want to get it nice and dead center, or even, so the puck goes back in the direction you want it to. So as we said, you're rolling your wrist of your top hand over to cup the puck. That's what you need to practice until you get a feel for it. Remember that your right hand at the bottom here isn't really doing a whole lot at this point. It's just supporting the stick while the top hand rolls the wrist over to cup the puck. As you can see over here, just practice this motion until you're nice and comfortable with it. So as we said, you're rolling your wrist away from your body, as you can see over here, to cup the puck, and that's what you need to practice. Remember to try and let your bottom hand do as little as possible. All it needs to do is just support the stick. So as we said, you're rolling the wrist over on your top hand, rolling that wrist over, and you're rolling the wrist over away from your body, that way, as you can see right there. And so the next part after this is pulling the puck towards you after you roll it over. So you roll your wrist over, cup the puck, and then you pull it towards you. But to do this, you don't move backwards with it, as I've seen a lot of players do. What you want to be doing with this part is just allowing the shaft of your stick to slide through your hand. So you roll the wrist over, catch the puck, and pull it in. As you can see, my top hand again is doing most of the work, while my bottom hand doesn't really do that much. So one more time, you're just allowing the shaft of the stick to slide through your hand. So roll the wrist over, cup the puck, and then allow the shaft of your stick to slide through your hand, as you can see there. So all I'm doing is just putting it towards me and allowing the shaft of my stick to slide through my hand. Just do that one more time for you. You roll your wrists over, away from your body, pull the puck in towards you by letting the shaft of your stick slide through your hand, as you can see there. And the next part is to roll your wrist towards you this time. Top hand rolls the wrist towards me, as you can see there, to catch the puck again. So we'll just show you that, the full exercise. So there's 3 steps. Roll the wrist over, catch the puck, pull the puck in towards you, and then roll your wrist towards you and allow the blade to go back to the neutral position and catch the puck. So one more time. Puck's over there, roll my wrist over, catch the puck, pull it in towards me, roll my wrist towards me this time, and catch the puck again. You just want to practice this over and over again until you get a good feel for it, remembering to catch the puck with the center of the toe so the puck pulls back in the direction you want it to go in. So one more time, roll the wrist over, catch the puck, pull it towards you, roll your wrist back, catch the puck. So putting all 3 steps together to practice your toe drags. First step, rolling your top wrist over to cut the puck. Second step, pulling the puck in towards you. Third step, rolling your wrist back over to catch the puck. So putting all 3 steps together, rolling your top wrist over to cut the puck. Second step, pulling the puck in towards you, letting the shaft of your stick slide through your hand, and then rolling your wrist back over to catch the puck, like so. Put all those 3 steps together and you have your toe drag. I'll just show you some quick demonstrations of how that should look. So there's a couple demonstrations of the toe drag. I can give you a few tips on one of the things that I use to make sure I'm using the correct technique. If I get a bit closer there for you, I'll show you what I have. One of the things that I also wanted to mention was, as you can see on my stick, I have this bit of paper over here. And what I've done is just wrap around some thick paper around the shaft of my stick with some grip tape around it. And what this allows me to do is practice my stick handling toe drags with using the correct technique. Meaning, while you're using the toe drags, if I just get up there for you and show you what I mean, your bottom hand should never be able to grip the stick so tightly that it can't move, so the stick itself can't move. As you can see with this bit of paper here, what that does is it prevents me from holding my stick too tightly, because regardless of how hard I grab it, it can still slide through and the stick's still completely free to move. So this just helps me practice proper technique. So I definitely recommend using one of these if you're finding it hard to keep your bottom hand stationary while you're moving the puck back and forth. If you find that your bottom hand's rolling over at the same time as your top hand, using one of these bits of paper is definitely a good idea, because it just helps you get the technique right. So we're just looking at a few demonstrations of the toe drag. As we said, I'm using this bit of paper here just to make sure that I don't hold my stick with the bottom hand too tightly, and the stick's still free to slide around and move as it should, and my hand stays as stationary as possible, so both of my wrists aren't rolling over, because that would be bad form or bad technique. So taking a quick look at the toe drag again. As we said, this piece of paper prevents my hand from gripping the stick too tightly, which allows me to use the proper technique while I'm doing my toe drags. Remember, it's also a good idea to practice your toe drags while not looking at the puck, just to give you a feel for where the puck is without having to look down. It's quite tricky to learn, but it's just a case of repetition. Keep doing it and you'll get better at it as you practice it. So just have a couple goes of toe dragging without looking down at the puck, just to give you a better awareness of where the puck is and how to feel for it with your stick. So try and use your stick to get a feel for where the puck is. Now some long distance toe drags, trying to use the full length of the board. So for example, if I pull the puck in towards me and lose control of it, slides backwards, that's not what you want. You want to be able to catch the puck just as quick as it comes back. That's why you want to practice this. So put it in towards you, make sure you put the blade of the stick down right. You need to roll it over in time to catch the puck on the other side. This is probably one of the more difficult parts along the same lines of trying to pull the puck in towards you, making sure you get it at the center of the toe of the blade. That is also pretty difficult. So just make sure you practice it. Long distance is just to build up your confidence in being able to do this at high speed. So a quick example of that. It's also maybe a good idea to try and move around while you're doing the toe drag after you've built up a bit of confidence doing it. So I'm just going to take a few steps around the board while I'm practicing my toe drags. So I'm going to be showing you right now how to get the puck away from someone using a toe drag. In this scenario over here, this would be the best method to use to get the puck away from them. So I've got these pucks lined up over here. These are meant to be my opposition with a stick, kind of standing something like this. So I'm going to be showing you how to get around them using the toe drag. So what I do in this situation is pull the puck in towards me with the toe drag using the tongue of the stick. Sorry, the toe of the stick. Pull the puck in towards me. Once I get here, I want to maneuver the puck from the toe of the blade to the front of the toe, forwards and breakaway forward. So putting it into 3 steps, that'll look something like this. Pull the puck in, and from here, move it around. Instead of doing that in 3 different steps, you can do it all in one fluid motion if you practice your toe drags. So that'll look something like this in one fluid motion. And breakaway forward. Just taking one more look at that. So I'll pull it in towards me, scoop it around the player's stick, and breakaway forward. Remember, at this point, you can also use your body to protect the puck. As you pull it in towards you, and you want to break away forward, you can push the puck to your left and lean into your right-hand side, using your stick to protect the puck as well as your body. Another great way to practice your toe drags, being able to maneuver the puck around objects while toe dragging, is set the pucks up in a line, as you can see over here, and practice going around them with the toe drag method in a U shape. So I'm going to start at the top over here, pull the puck in towards me, catch it, maneuver it around, and keep going forward, all in one fluid motion. So a slow demonstration of that would be this. Pull the puck in towards you, catch it at this point, and once you've caught it, you want to maneuver the puck around in a U shape. So as you get more comfortable catching the green biscuit, practice maneuvering the green biscuit around the pucks. So in one fluid motion. And what you want to do, you just want to keep practicing that until you can build up your speed and do it real quickly with ease. One more time. This is a much harder way of doing it because you have to control the puck, making sure it doesn't come out of the shooting pad. So again, another example, like so. And as you get better at it, you can speed up with it. Best way to get better at it is just to keep practicing as always. So that's just been a quick look at how to toe drag from hockeytutorial.com. For more information about toe dragging, visit hockeytutorial.com. Don't forget to register on our forum page and also subscribe if you like what we do. Stay tuned, guys. If you guys have any questions about the equipment that we've used in the video, feel free to post any comments. For picking up the green biscuits and the shooting pads, visit shop.hockeytutorial.com. The link's in the video description. And also, please don't forget to request any videos that you may want to see.